Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Advocate Sheetal Avinash Pawar. In this video, we are going to see the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955, Section 21 and Section 21A, Section 21B and Section 21C. Section 21, Application of Act 5 of 1908, subject to the other provisions contained in this Act and to such rules as the High Court may make in this behalf. All proceedings under this Act shall be regulated as far as may be by the Code of Civil Procedure 1908, 5 of 1908. So what section 21 says? It says the application of the Act of 1908 means what it is subject to the other provisions contained in this Act means the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955 means this Act have some provisions. So what? To such rules as the High Court may make in this behalf, all proceedings under this Act shall be regulated. Means kind of there are some sections which can be entertained in High Court. So which those sections are we will see in following sections. Then as far as may be by the Code of Civil Procedure of 1908. It means the some part and some provisions of the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955 can be entertained in a High Court according to the Code of Civil Procedure of 1908. So let's see what those sections are and how they are going to be entertained in court. Section 21A, Power to transfer petition in certain cases. This section contains three subsections. First, we will see subsection 1. Subsection 1 contains clause A and clause B. Clause A. A petition under this act has been presented to a district court having jurisdiction by a party to a marriage, praying for a decree for judicial separation under section 10 or for a decree of divorce under section 13. It means any case regarding judicial separation under section 10 of this act and the decree of a divorce under section 13 of the act, it goes into the district court, which court have the proper jurisdiction to entertain the case. Then what clause A is saying? If there is a case regarding judicial separation according to under section 10 and the decree of a divorce under section 13, then there are some procedure written in Code of Civil Procedure of 1908. This clause A is same. Now clause B. Another petition under this act has been presented thereafter by the other party to the marriage praying for a decree of for judicial separation under section 10 or for a decree of a divorce under section 13 on any ground whether in the same district court or in a different district court, in the same state or in a different state. It means if there is a petition regarding judicial separation under section 10 and a decree of a divorce under section 13 that is filed in the same district court or whether it is in a different district court or it may be in one state or in a different state, that can be entertained by the court which have a proper jurisdiction. Then the code of civil procedure have some procedure regarding these two sections if the case is filed in the same district court or it is filed in a different district court or maybe it is filed in a different state, but those can be transferred. But how they can be transferred, it is mentioned in subsection 2. Now subsection 2, in a case where subsection 1 applies, this subsection 2 contain clause A and clause B. Clause A. If the petitions are presented to the same district court, both the petitions shall be tried and heard together by that district court. It means if the party A and B have filed a case regarding judicial separation under section 10 and the decree of divorce under section 13 in the same district court twicely, then both the cases can be heard together and tried together. They do not need to be heard and tried separately because the parties are same, facts are same, everything is same in the case. Court time is very precious. So if the case is regarding section 10 judicial separation and section 13 decree of divorce, it is filed in the same district court by the both parties separately, so that case can be heard together to save the time of the court. It is written in the application of the Act of 5 of 1908 of Code of Civil Procedure. Now, clause B. If the petitions are presented to the different district court, the petition presented letter shall be transferred to the district court in which the earlier petition was presented, and both the petitions shall be heard and disposed of together by the district court in which the early petition was presented. It means if both the parties have filed a case regarding Section 10, which is about judicial separation, and of the Section 13, which is about degree of a divorce in a different district court, then which case will be transferred? Now, in this clause B of the subsection 2 of the Section 21A, it is written that the second filed case will be transferred to the first filed case. Means if a party A have filed a case regarding judicial separation according to section 10, or maybe for a decree of a divorce according to section 13 on 22nd January, and a party B have filed the case on 23rd January, then the case which have been filed later, that will be transferred. Means B's file or B's case will be transferred to the district court where the A has filed her case. Subsection 3. In a case where clause B of subsection 2 applies, the court or the government, as the case may be, competent under the Code of Civil Procedure of 1908, 5 of 1908, to transfer any suit or proceeding from the district court in which the later petition has been presented to the district court in which the earlier petition is pending, shall exercise its power, transfer such letter petition as if it had been empowered so to do under the said code. It means in a case where clause B of the subsection 2 applies, means where the clause B and subsection 2 applies properly, there the court or the government, as the case may be, competent under the Code of Civil Procedure of 1908, means whatever legally action they can take, they have right to take it. Then to transfer any suit or proceeding, means any suit which have been filed and the proceedings already case is tried, that also they can transfer from the district court in which the latter case has been presented to the district court where the first case is pending. It is very simple. Subsection 3 is saying where the clause B and subsection 2 applies, their court and government both can take actions, mean they can transfer a case from district court where the latter case has been filed to the district court where the first case has been filed. And it is directly written that the Code of Civil Procedure giving this power to the district court's judges and the jurisdiction of that so and so court. Section 21B. Special provisions relating to trial and disposal of petitions under the Act. It contains three subsections. Subsection 1. The trial of a petition under this Act shall, so far as is practicable, consistently with the interest of justice in respect of the trial, be continued from day to day until its conclusion, unless the court finds the adjournment of the trial beyond the following day to be necessary for reason to be recorded. Subsection 1 of Section 21B explain that the court should take trial on daily basis to solve the matter of the judicial separation according to Section 10 and the degree of a divorce according to Section 13. Then the court and the justice, the bench, should take the trial on the day-to-day basis. They should not delay the case, and they must solve this case in a set time period. Now, it is mentioned that if it is necessary for the justice, then only the bench can delay and give the adjournment to the trial. Subsection 2 of Section 21B. Every petition under this Act shall be tried as expeditiously as possible, and endeavor shall be made to conclude the trial within 6 months from the date of service notice of the petition on the respondent. It means The court shall complete and finish the case within 6 months from the service notice of the petition on the respondents. Means when the respondent get the notice of the service, then from that day, within the 6 months, the court, the bench should complete the case. Subsection 3 of Section 21B. Every appeal under this Act shall be heard as expeditiously as possible, and endeavours shall be made to conclude the hearing within 3 months from the date of a service of notice of appeal on the respondent. Subsection 3 says if an appeal has been made for the judicial separation according to Section 10 and for the decree of divorce according to Section 13, that appeal should be heard quick and it should be finished its hearing within 3 months from the date of the service notice of appeal on the respondent. Subsection 1 of the Section 21B says the trial of the case for Section 10 and Section 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955 should be taken on daily basis and it should not be extended for a reason. If there is a reason, that should be recorded. Subsection 2 says the case regarding Section 10 and Section 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955 should be concluded within 6 months of the date of the service notice. Subsection 3 says if there is an appeal in the matter of Section 10 and Section 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955, that appeal should be heard within the 3 months of the service notice of appeal on the respondent. Section 21C. Documentary evidence. Notwithstanding anything in any enactment to the contrary, no document shall be inadmissible in evidence in any proceeding at the trial of a petition under this Act on the ground that it is not duly stamped or registered. It means in the trial of the Section 10, which is about judicial separation, and in the trial of Section 13, which is about decree of divorce, no proof document can be rejected due to the reason of unstamped and unregistered. All documents and all proof, photos, records, everything is acceptable in the trial of the case of Section 10 and 13 of this Hindu Marriage Act of 1955, which is supported by the Code of Civil Procedure. So this was the explanation of Section 21A, B and C of the Hindu Marriage Act of 1955. If you like the explanation, then don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't forget to like, share and comment. Thank you for watching.